anyone knows about the pests of the roots, so they can easily correlate it with this diagram. And then these are the living tree borers. And then when the tree dies, suddenly the types of beetles that affect the wood, that they increase, because dead wood is very favorable for plants, because living wood is already trying to protect itself by releasing chemicals and all. Then when the tree is dead, then the beetles are very happy. They want to just eat all the food that they are getting. So amphibidae and obidae, everything is like coming here. And then when the wood decays, then the diversity changes. Then Lictinae and Lucanidae that I was talking about, this is the main borer, which affects the wood when it has started decomposing. And then this Tenebrionidae also, this also comes in the decomposing mode. Then this was all review based, so I'll show my table that I was making, and I also included the host plants wherever I could get the host plants. So this is my table, annotated list, where I have included the references as well as the host plants wherever it was possible. So for the lower parts of the Himalayas, for the Aravalis, I could get more data, but for the upper part, of course, temperate region where there has not been too much of studies on these beetles, so the data is deficient. And then from the review, I identified 611 species of Cerambycids with maximum number of species, and then followed by Curculionid, 196 species, and then Scarabid, 191 species, and then slowly it is coming down to different things. And this you can see in this pie chart, you can see that Cerambicidae is forming the maximum wood borer diversity that has been studied. So, and these, after that, the Curculionid, and then Scarabid, only the subfamilies that are included as borers. And then, of course, these different ones slowly keeps on decreasing. And the conclusion is that it was found that Cerambicidae is the most extensively studied family of the wood borers, because it is comparatively bigger in size and relatively easy to collect using light traps, and it has very easily identifiable features. Of course, it is big, so you can see it easily and study it easily. And then bark beetles are also found in abundance. I'm mainly working on Scolytinae right now, so bark beetles are those, and they are also very abundant in the forest, of course, but you need specific knowledge and you need really good eyes to see them. So bark beetles are also found in abundance, and due to their small size, they are relatively tougher to collect and differentiate. And then Scarabid is the most dominant and diverse family, as indicated by many studies which were done earlier. But since the review only considers that those root-boring subfamilies, Melontinae, Rutilinae, and Dynastinae, whose larvae are majorly root borers, the overall borers in this family seems comparatively low. Scarabid, of course, everyone, when they has some person who has studied about the beetles, they know Scarabid is the beetle. They can, of course, correlate it with only Scarabid. But here, since we are only considering these three subfamilies, their numbers is low here. Because, of course, they are not root borers mainly. They are shapers. Shapers are the easily identifiable and relatable things. So the discussion is that the present review, it is intended to provide a baseline data for future studies on the wood-boring beetle fauna, particularly in relation to the importance of wood borers, as they are economically very important pests. And it provides a summary of taxonomic diagnosis and host plants of wood-boring beetles, especially currently known from the Western Himalayan region. No particular diversity studies have been done specifically focusing on the wood-boring insects in the forest as a whole. along with their host plants. And the review presents gaps in the study of host plants of wood-boring pests, the beetles specifically, because there is lack of adequate data on pest outbreaks and lack of ecological studies in many wood-boring species in India. And since many wood-boring beetles are polyphagous and present a complex ecosystem, the future studies for wood conservation and biocontrol need to understand these aspects also for the better pest management and protection of our valuable timber resource. Thank you.
Madam, can you please show the table again? I could not see it. I don't know about others, but the table that you have linked in your PowerPoint, that was not
So,
visible to me. This one.
uh, okay, I'm not sure how to.
Now, can you open it in a
Yes,
separate
sir.
window?
Sir, is it visible?
Not to me. I don't know about others. Can anyone
Uh,
see this?
okay, I'll try to share it.
No, not visible.
Uh,
Maybe the
Can you
site is open, but it is not showing in the screen.
okay.
You just switch the presentation and go to the site where you know the table must have opened.
Please,
You
please,
minimize the window, minimize this window, then it will
Yeah,
come.
I guess so.
just a minute.
Hello, Tapojit.
Yes, sir. Madam,
Yes.
are you there?
What is happening now?
Are
Hi,
you presenting it
what is
again?
happening now?
Ma'am, sir, I am not able to
Okay,
figure
okay,
out
fine.
how to
No
present it.
problem. No problem. Is there any
It
question for
includes the, I'll
this
explain it. It
presentation?
includes the list of all the species in one column, and then the host plant, and then the reference. It's just these three columns.
Okay, okay, madam. Fine. No problem. No problem. Any question?
Uh, I'd like to again tell everyone that this wood, the meaning of wood that I have taken here, it includes the non-green part of the plant. So
Okay.
that this question I cleared myself beforehand. Any other question is please welcome.
Okay. Thank you, madam. If there is no
Okay.
question, then we will move to the next presentation.